Hey guys, welcome to my first reading journal flip through. This is almost like a bit of a part 2 to my stationery haul, and it was originally part of that video, so if I am talking like you guys already know about the stationery I'm using, feel free to check that video out because I think you would really like it. Otherwise, I am so excited to share my reading journal with you, and let's get into it. This is in the Black Limon bullet journal. And as you can see, here is my title page. I'm using a lot of the stamps I have, craft paper, pages from an old book, and the pink here is my Pentel pen. Otherwise, I'm just using a lot of pictures from Pinterest, and this quote is from the Goodreads loading page. If you know, they use a variety of quotes as their loading pages, and I really liked this one. This is all the books I've read so far. I really like having the book covers. I think it looks super nice, and I have space for 26 books. Hopefully I can read more, but if I don't read more, I'm totally happy with 26. And here is my 2021 reading bracket. I thought this would be a cool way to see what was the best book I read in 2021. Although it isn't a definitive answer, I thought it would be nice to compare the books I've read. So as you can see, I have 2 months compete against each other to find the best. Then when I get halfway through the year, I have 3 books and I pick the best of one of those. Then I do the same for the next half of the year. So far I have American Royals and A Court of Mist and Fury competing, and A Court of Mist and Fury is definitely winning out of the 2. Here I've got a spread of books I definitely want to read in 2021. As you can see, I've made a mistake in the title, but it all adds to the eclectic kind of nature, I think. These are books I either own, want to buy, or have anticipated, like A Court of Silver Flames. And out of these, I've just read A Touch of Darkness, but I actually have the updated cover. I didn't realise it was the new cover, and I much prefer the new cover. But yeah, I do quite like this spread. Here I have a page exploring the call pile system, which is what I've currently been using to rate books, and I really like it. If you want an in-depth video on this, I can definitely do one, but yeah, here's just a brief spread on it explaining it to myself. And here I also have a book bingo for the year. This isn't really a definitive challenge, it's just something fun to fill out. And yeah, I think I'll definitely get to a lot of this even without thinking. Alright, now onto my first book spread page. I really wasn't sure what I was doing here, but I do really like how it turned out. I think the pictures I used are slightly darker than the actual aesthetic of the book, but they do really get the vibe across. Also, I absolutely love the font I used for the titles here. As you can see, I gave American Royals 4 stars and Majesty 2 stars. If you want more information about this and my thoughts on the books, I will link a video where I did speak through all the books I've read so far in 2021. Then here are my thoughts for To Kill a Kingdom. I gave this book 4 stars, and again this is one of my first spreads, so it's sort of just me learning what my style is for my reading journal. And here I have my ACOTAR spreads. I absolutely love how these turned out. As you can see, I have the Prithian map here, and yeah, so this is A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I gave 4.5 stars. Here is A Court of Mist and Fury, which I gave 5 stars. It is definitely my favourite book I've read so far this year. And also, don't read too carefully into my writing. I'm not going into it if you don't want any spoilers. I just like to put photos that remind me of the plot and also give me the vibes of the book. And as you can see, I've also included Redbubble artwork and stickers, and I love these. I definitely need to get more from Redbubble, and they're really good for popular series like ACOTAR. Here is A Court of Wings and Ruin, which I gave 4.5 stars. And here is A Court of Frost and Starlight, which I gave 4 stars. And I found this really lovely artwork by 2 different artists of the Archeron sisters, and I really liked it, so I did a quick page just with that together, sort of displaying them. And these are artwork which I think really displays how I see the sisters in my mind, so yeah, that's why it's in the book. Now we're on to my From Blood and Ash series area. I have the world map from the series, and then we have the first book, which I gave 4 stars. Then we have the second book in the series, A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which I gave 3 stars. And then we have the third book, A Crown of Gilded Bones, which I gave 3.5 stars. And here we have my Shadow and Bone pages. I've only read the first book, so I just have the spread for the first book, but I do have the world map here. And as you can see, I gave Shadow and Bone 3 stars. And here are my spreads for the Maassive Readathon. This is a readathon done by the Bibliovert podcast. I've just got really into them and this is their first time doing the readathon, and I'm doing citizenship in the Dawn Court, and this is why I have this really lovely sunrise colour theme. And yeah, I'm very excited for this readathon. As you can see, I have a passport here and I have stickers because, as I said, I hope to gain citizenship of the Dawn Court. Then I'm also visiting the Dawn Court, Day Court, Illyrian Mountains and Autumn Court. So you can see all the prompts I'm doing on the next page, but I absolutely love this page and I was definitely inspired by their bullet journal setup, so I will link that down below. This is my other page. I haven't quite filled in some of the star ratings yet, but these are all the books I plan to read. Here are some of the prompts, and yeah, I really love this page. And finally, we are almost to the end. Here are the most recent spreads I've done. This is still for the Maassive Readathon. I had printed out all the book covers, but I didn't have space to put them in the main spread, so I put them here where I can do a star whenever I finish that book. And then here is my spread for A Touch of Darkness, which I gave 4.5 stars. And yeah, I really love how these spreads turned out. So if you liked this video, please do give it a like and please do subscribe. And if you want to see any more books, bullet journal, book journal content, please do let me know. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. So since filming this, I've already done some spreads that I'm so excited to share with you guys. I have done my spread for Tokyo Ever After and Serpent and Dove, which are definitely some of my favourites I've done so far. So yeah, please do stay tuned for more content about this book journal. It's really got my creativity flowing and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. And I'm almost done with all of my planned prompts for the Maassive Readathon, so I have lots of books to talk about. So yeah, if you did like this video, please do like and please do subscribe.